What's up, everybody? We're back again. It's episode 300 of the Dad
Well, they
Bod.
say most podcasts don't ever make it past like 20 episodes.
Yeah, I don't know how we did. I don't know how we did it
I don't
without
know how our wives are dealing with it.
just people completely stopped listening, but we're still having fun. We're still kicking, and we're recording live tonight again from bunkers. Just as always, you can see we've already been ripping shots into the simulator. We got our nice Red Clay Brewery little amber IPA that we're going to be sipping on, and might have some food delivered here just a little bit. But before we get started, tonight's episode is brought to you by Bet Online, the #1 sports betting website in the country. Sign up today, get a 50% welcome bonus. Use coupon code BLEAV, BLEAV. Get
Sure.
that 50% welcome bonus. Give them $100. They're going to give you 50 back on top to play with. You just had conference championships. You got bowl games. You got all kinds of stuff coming up.
Check this out.
Oh boy, look at this.
Look at this.
In-house hot honey barbecue chicken pizza.
Hot honey barbecue chicken pizza. Automati.
It's already sticky like on the
Automati
outside.
is what I say. That's it.
I'm going to let him talk and then I'm just going to eat.
Oh man,
Right, enjoy.
Thank you so much.
that's going to go down well. So make sure sign up on Bet Online, and it's where the game starts. So we're getting inundated with food, with drinks. I mean, this place is just outrageous. The service is outrageous. Ben is absolutely stuffing himself. It's terrible for a podcast, but if you can see the visual, he has just pounded a slice of that pizza. I cannot wait to try. Give me a little
It's
taste.
good, man. It's got a little kick to it,
But I like that.
but I like that.
I love it.
It's like honey hot wings on top of pizza.
I like honey, I like hot, and I like wings, and I like pizza. It's three for that's 4 for 4.
That's a good. You like beer? We got
That's
that
a
too.
grand slam. That's a grand slam. Well, look, we've talked about the golf simulator. Part of it speaks for itself, but they got tons of stuff coming up. I mean, tons of stuff. Biggest thing, there's a VIP party. You're listening to this on Wednesday. The tickets are going up for sale. You can get them online on the website, right where you book a tee time. You'll see the event link. $150, all you can eat, all you can drink, dance floor, simulators. They're thinking about possibly a DJ. That part's being kicked around, but they really don't even need a DJ. The sound system in here is incredible. They got music they can play. What a cool place to spend New Year's than just playing Pebble Beach, playing Spyglass Hill, all the different golf simulator things you can do, or other games. And then the food, that pizza right there, you got stuff like that. You got the tachos. If you've seen those, holy cow. Tater tot nachos.
I've told you, apparently the wings are good here because I told you I saw that guy that was sitting in the booth and he was like huddled over his wing basket and he was not coming up for air. So apparently they must be pretty good.
Love
If
it.
they have anything to do with the chicken that's on top of this pizza, they are pretty good.
Yes, there's gonna be a party buffet, house cocktails, beer, wine, and champagne included. Dance floor, open sim play. Party starts at 8 till 1 a.m. So watch the ball drop. We're going to have there's a thing they're doing right now called Wind Down Wednesdays. It's kind of like a ladies' night type deal. It starts this Wednesday. So when you're listening to this show comes out on Wednesday. So it starts. It actually starts December 13th. It's next
December 13th. It's 12/13.
Yep, next Thursday. There's going to be Christmas candy, wine pairings with Hannah from Alabama Crown. Tickets are $25. Cool event there. You still got the Sunday brunch, 11 to 3. Kids play free. I heard it was packed this past Sunday. Food's incredible. They got I saw some kind of chicken and waffles plate with like all kind of stuff on it. Just looked absolutely fantastic. But that menu's on the website as well. So we love it here. Hope you guys do too. We got so much fun stuff. Possibly got Charles Barkley episode in the works. Just stuff like that. He's got his own drink they're working on. They're going to create his own drink with his vodka.
His Red Mott vodka.
He's going to love that. So anyway, stay tuned for more stuff from Bunkers, and we'll obviously we're going to be talking about them throughout the show. So this weekend you had the Hero World Challenge finished. Scotty Scheffler wins. most of it was just about Tiger. We just wanted to see how Tiger would play,
which is fine.
which is fine. There was a little bit of controversy. We're going to kind of talk about all of it. So, Ben, we set the line for Tiger at, I said it at 2.5 over par.
I think that's a good line.
And we both picked under, and it was not looking good after the first day.
No, I was worried about him because I told you that I was worried about his conditioning. And I got to tell you, when he came up on the final hole on 18, he looked super tight, like sweat was pouring off of him. The rest of them, I mean, it was hot out there because it's in the Bahamas, but the rest of them were not sweating near what he was. So apparently it was, and he said, he said in this post round interview at the final round, he said, I got to find out where my body is. I mean, he's assuming once a month. We're gonna be able to test that because the PNC is 2 weeks.
We haven't even talked about that part of it. We haven't even talked about that. Was probably the best news of all, like the pre press conference. That was some of the best news. Yeah, I mean, Tiger said, "Hey, the hitting the like scoring and all that, whatever, that was great. I'm tired, but I don't hurt that bad. Like
Right.
that's the exciting part. I feel like I walked, and I don't feel terrible. I feel
Right.
tired, but I don't feel terrible. And before the tournament started, he did a press conference and he said a good goal is once a month. Are you kidding me? 12 events next.
Everybody was like, I mean, that's a live season.
I think it like the record stopped. Like
Yeah.
run that back real quick.
I will say, I don't think people made near big a deal as what they should have out of that because
Yeah,
the
but-
reporters were all just kind of like, okay, cool. And I'm sitting there going, once a month, like, and he's playing 2 this month. So technically it's going to be more than 12 events because it'll be 12 of next year's months. Not so basically we'll get to see him in 14 events because we just saw him this weekend. PNC coming up in a couple of weeks with Charlie. And I'm sure he'll be playing with JT and his dad. Then we'll
He's probably
see
not
him.
going to play anything in January, though. He's probably not going to play anything in January. He'll probably play like Torrey, like he typically does. Either
Is there
Torrey,
anything
Riv.
local in January? Or is it all in Hawaii?
That's a good point. I think most of it is. You got the 2 in Hawaii. He's not going to play there. But I mean, Torrey or Riviera, something like
Yeah.
that. And then he can't. I don't know that he qualifies for the player or is the past champions. Would he play in the players?
I think there's a time limit on it, so I'm not real sure. I don't know when the last time he won it was.
It was not that long ago.
Yeah, so he may still be.
So that's March. Then obviously you got Masters in April. You got all the majors. I mean, I think that's huge. I think that's huge for him he feels really good. He feels really good if he says, we're looking at possibly 1 a month.
I mean, 12 events after just playing 1 event last year whenever he played the Masters and still hobbled along during that. And I think he's been trying to get his condition up with the caddying for Charlie, which he said he hadn't had any issues with, but that's only been 36 holes. He hadn't caddied more than 36. I think he did 54 one time, but he even said that 54 on a junior tournament is not 54 at a PGA Tour event. So I think he's been working on it, and that's one reason and that's another thing. They showed shots of him caddying. I didn't realize this. I thought that he was using a push cart. He was carrying the bag. So he's not
toting it. He's
because you see some of those tournaments that even they have here locally where their parents will caddy for them and they all use push carts because the dads don't want to. And then Tiger's out there lugging a bag around. So keep that in mind. I think the conditioning is going to get there. I think that we're going to be able to. I think he's going to get stronger as it goes on because it doesn't look like he said that the ankle's not hurting. Other things are hurting because he's having to compensate for the ankle. So we shall see.
I'm ecstatic. He finished at either even or 1 under par. I think it was around even that he finished.
No, he finished even and parred on 18 to wrap it up and shoot even. That one par 5 had his number all weekend long. He finally birdied it on the final day, but he doubled it every other day. So he was 6 over going in the final round on 1 hole. So think about what his score would have been if he just pars that friggin' par 5 instead of being 6 over. Yeah, he tripled it. He ended up 6 over total on. So he was seven over through 3 rounds because he birdied it on the final day. So if he just pars that hole every round, I mean, he's 6 under on the turn and this blows your line out of the water.
Right.
And would have shocked everybody, I think. I think even the players would have been shocked if he'd have shot 6 under. He played better than Will Zalatoris, and Will Zalatoris almost 20 years younger than him.
Do we want to talk about Will Zalatoris and he has accepted the fact that he cannot putt by going with the lab putter with the broomstick. Oh my God, he had like 40 putts the first
I
round.
think the best is when you texted me because they said he's got so much more confidence with his putter and he's putting so much better, and then he proceeds to three putt.
It's a work in progress. It was something like that. Like,
Yeah,
really been working hard on the stroke. Here it is. It's a 4-footer. Blows it way past right. It's a work in progress.
It's a work in progress. He just 3-putted from 7 feet.
Is there a good putter on tour with a lab putter? I can't think.
No, because even Adam Scott's probably the best, and he still ranks down there low. And that's just because he even said he had to go to it because he's messed up in the head.
Exactly. You have resigned to the fact that you cannot putt. And
if you look at the funny part about Scott's, and I keep wondering why Will Zalatoris didn't go with this. He's got one of those looks like you could stand it up and go stand behind it.
Oh,
like
yeah. It's like an alien in space.
And so
that's the worst one.
Anybody that said when they start, I honestly kind of feel that way about the interlock because it's like they had the yips, like they can't make a straight line back and forth stroke. So even the interlock, I definitely feel that way with the sweeper. I mean, the broom that comes out. And so speaking of putters, and we didn't have this on the agenda to talk about, Scotty Scheffler switches. So how many people buy Olsen putters now since he won the tournament with what looks like a Scotty Cameron? And I'm not endorsing them whatsoever, but if you go to Olsen's website, they put prints on their putters. It is badass. Let's just
check it out. I've never even heard of those before this weekend. So
it is a small company out of California, and they don't even mass produce. Like everything is handmade. So I'm sure it's $3,000, $4,000 for a putter.
No doubt. No doubt. Well, another thing I'm still kind of mad about that happened.
Okay.
Hadn't quite got over this yet is cheating. The cheating episode.
Are you mad at the cheater or are you mad at the snitch that turned him in?
I'm snitches get stitches is what I am.
Here's the issue that I got with this.
Tell it.
How do you know?
All right, a little bit of technical difficulties, but we're back and we're talking about how poorly you have to putt to go to a lab putter and how Will Zalatoris,
Oh my gosh,
is giving in. He's giving in. It's not good.
He has gone from a blade putter to a flying saucer that he has to sweep the ball in
The figure eight.
And I've told you before, I have no idea how somebody has enough touch. He's not hitting it close enough to the hole to have touch. Like every putt that he had over 40 feet, he didn't get anywhere near the hole.
And then the 4-footers, he missed. I don't know how. I saw him personally miss a 4-footer, like 2 4-footers, maybe a 3-footer. And like we said, the announcer was talking about how he had been working on his stroke, and he did that. But then we after we got off that, we started going to the cheating episode with Matt Fitzpatrick.
Yes,
Fitz being a snitch.
Fitz a snitch.
Ben knows the rule thing a little bit more than me. What is exactly that Colin was doing that Fitz called him out on?
Okay, so you can judge slope on the practice green. Okay, and you can say, okay, if I make a 5-foot putt, it's going to break 2.5 inches from. So that's how they're doing their slope. What you can't do is you have to memorize those numbers. You cannot write them down in your yardage book to use on the course at a later time.
Wow.
Now, Colin apparently has done this before because he even admitted, he said he checked with various officials, other players, and they all said it was okay. It was the one guy that Fitz approached and said he's using the yardages he wrote down, or he's using the slope that he wrote down on the green. And they even had a little back and forth between he and Scotty Scheffler, which Fitz, by the way, never admitted to telling on him. On the course, he and Scheffler, he was explaining to Scheffler what it was and what took place. And even Scheffler said, yeah, he goes, Bones keeps up with those numbers for me. He said, I can remember like 2 or 3 of them, but I can't remember like all 6 that we need to write down. So Bones keeps up with them in his head. Now, the issue that I got with this, if you and I are playing, I don't know what you're writing down in your yardage book.
How did he know?
Like, and not only that, I don't really care what you're writing down in your yardage book because you and I play 2 different games. So I'm assuming you're probably writing down, I don't know, maybe speed of putt if you're doing it on the putting green, I'm pulling it today, so try to aim a little right or something. I don't know. Same with yardages out in the fairway. So did he go over and look in his book? Or did he ask his caddy, hey, what are you writing down? Oh, you can't do that. That's another thing. He never approached Colin about it. He went straight to the official. Like, if I see you breaking a rule, I'm going to go, Kyle, let's knock that off. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go to the official and go,
I'm gonna tell you to kiss my ass. Tell you if you ask me to quit.
so, and that's the thing is Colin even said afterwards in the post round interview, he was upset at the fact that they kept beating around the bush and he thought he was DQ'd. He said, so am I out or what? And they go, no, it's just 2-stroke penalty. And of course he was like,
Which is wildly arbitrary.
yeah.
Like, where does
And so he was like, oh, well, y'all have made this huge deal out of it. And you've got my caddy all worried, which by the way, they told the caddy first. I don't know how caddies work, but apparently the caddy didn't want to worry him before the round because this took place in round 3. So in round 4, he didn't tell him. And then the official approaches both of them. And then the caddy tells him as they're walking to the room, to the locker room, hey, this is what he's about to talk to us about.
Look, first of all, I thought the greens books had the little arrows on it anyway. So you got to draw your own arrows for now. Or
I don't think you can draw your own arrows anymore.
you can buy greens books and they're like got the heat map, the arrows and stuff like that. I guess you can't do that.
I don't know what they allow them to write. I thought you could write anything you wanted in it.
I did too. I thought you could write absolutely whatever you want.
And another thing is, you and I, now this is different. These are playing professional courses. This is like when you and I play shoal.
Yeah.
The putting green is probably pretty similar to what is on the course, but just about any local course, the putting green's not the same.
It's
on,
iffy.
yeah.
You may, may,
And so,
may or may not.
I mean,
Maybe
that's like
better.
one of the courses here, and I'm not going to call out the name of it because we have people from every course that listens to us. There's not a flat putt on the entire green. And so when people are like, I'm going to go putt, I'm like, okay, so I guess what I'm going to do is go find a spot where I can just putt straight uphill and try to get some speed. Because there's no straight putt anywhere.
Putting green's about 14 or 15.
Yeah.
And everything's on a hill.
Yeah. And everything's on a hill. And then you get out of the course and everything's about an 11. And there's
hilly.
Yeah, it's still a little hilly, but still mostly flat putt. So I got bigger issue not with Colin writing this down. I don't think he got a 2-stroke advantage by knowing the slope from the friggin' practice putting green, in my opinion. Maybe he did because they're pros and they are better at little stuff like that than we are. However, I will say this, the way it was handled is just wrong. And that's another thing. Did they ask for proof? Did they look in the yardage book when they went in there? See, they never said that. Because if I'm Colin, I just look at him and go, I don't know what you're talking
about. Or throw it in the ocean. I mean, there's an ocean. You're in Bermuda.
Yeah. So
I just don't know why you're in a 20-man field and you're paid regardless.
Yes.
You get world ranking points that are asinine, like a crazy amount of world ranking points. Were they even close? Like, how did they finish?
Colin had a heck of a day on Sunday. I think he ended up shooting 6 or 7 under. So he had a good day. And that would have ended up putting him like not in contention. Sheffield played too good. So he probably would have been playing with Fitz again. So I don't know how that, I wonder how this plays out down the line. If they get paired together, President's Cup's going to be coming up. Are they going to put them against one another? So Fitz ended up T4. And the Morikawa was, 3 shots. So the 2 strokes, he finished 3 shots behind him. He'd have finished a shot behind him, but he still had a heck of a day. Colin did on a final day. So I don't like the way it was handled. I think, I don't know if I'm in a players only meeting that they have all the time, I look at them and say, hey, no snitching. Like, go to the player, tell them, hey, you can't do that. If the player's defiant about it, then you go snitch on them. But Colin had no idea what he was in trouble for until they pulled him into the locker room and said, we've got bad news. And of course, at that point, his heart sinks and he thinks that he's been DQ'd from Tiger's tournament. And it was only a 2-stroke penalty. They could have told him on the green, hey, man, you wrote down your yardages yesterday, your slope on the practice screen. That's illegal. You can't do that. We're going to set you 2 strokes. Go get them.
Golf has some of them stupid. Ever. If it's like not, you have a ball out of bounds and you get it back inbounds, or you lie on your score, or you move the ball, or you do something like that that actually gives you an advantage, like then that's one thing.
Yeah.
Like,
we penalize people over the dumbest stuff.
Yeah.
All the time. And now you can just tattle. I mean, what if Colin just said, no, I didn't? And then you just
That's what I'm saying. Did he have to
subpoena
show
me.
proof?
Take me to court.
Did he have
Like,
to
what are you
show-
gonna do? Get a warrant? Like,
See, that's another thing. Did they look at everybody's yardage book after each round?
I don't know.
I mean, that's something I need to ask a pro. Did they look at your book to see what all you've written in there? I do think they have to be pre-approved. Their books have to be pre-approved whenever because they have to make sure they don't have something in there. I forgot what it is. So there's just a lot of it. I just thought it was hilarious during the broadcast. Like Todd, what's his name? The broadcaster. He comes on like 2 holes later and he goes, guys, breaking news. Turns out Fitzpatrick is the one that tattled on Colin Morikawa. And so they tried to make it a big deal, but nobody really cared. I'd have been pissed. We'd have talked in the parking lot afterwards. I mean, it could have cost him $100,000.
It's not even so much that as it is just the principle. Like,
Yeah.
just what a douche.
There's
Like,
supposed
what
to be a fraternity of players, and clearly
They don't, there's a backstory. They don't like each other.
there must not.
They do not. There's got to be. It could be Ryder Cup. It could be something. But there's a backstory there. Like they do not like each other. For you to tattle, you don't like this guy, or something. I mean, there's
I also wonder because that was the thing. They didn't know at the point where he and Scotty Scheffler are talking on the tee box. He never admitted to telling on him, so Scotty didn't know. I wonder if afterward, like Morikawa was like, "Why are you being buddy with that jerk? You gotta turn me in." Because I mean, they're teammates. President's Cup, Ryder Cup. So I don't know. I'll be interested to see if anything shakes out throughout the 2024 season with these two, especially with President's Cup coming up. I'm sure that both of them will be on there. I mean, Europe's got to take Fitz, and of course, America, unless Colin just hurts himself because he's had back issues, he'll probably be on there. So we'll see.
I wish they would have fist fought right there in the Bahamas.
Neither of those come across very fist fight.
No, they both come off as guys that will tattle. Yeah, like they won't fight; they'll tattle each other.
Does he?
Yeah,
It seemed appropriate that we got what we got. I get it.
The more I think about this, the more sense it makes. It makes total sense. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. The hero. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it just kind of is what it is. It was a no cut event, not a ton of drama. Tiger played all 72 holes, didn't have a lot of injuries. Will Zalatoris went to a lab putter. It looks so uncomfortable and awful. It's almost as long as him. And then we had the tattling episode. Did we miss anything there?
No, Scheffler winning. Tiger playing 12 events. He's in the PNC,
The PNC's coming up.
and it was floated out there that he's going to be the next Ryder Cup captain. And
Bethpage.
yeah, and
I didn't know that was really. Well, I thought that was kind of well.
the announcer said that they don't think he would do it because there's a chance he could possibly play.
That's true too. I think it should be Tiger and Sergio. I know it can't be Sergio.
But Luke Donald's already the captain. They've already said that he's going to be the repeat captain. So if Tiger plays in it, Luke should have to play in it, and they should have to play each other.
Sure.
Sure.
It's good. It's good.
By the way, Tiger's
He's
yoked.
so jacked. He's got to. Do you know one of the things they said his swing is almost all upper body now, which is
They showed. You said you didn't watch a lot of it. They showed a side by side of Scheffler, JT, and Tiger's feet, just from the knees down. Tiger's feet.
never moved.
The only time they moved is when he followed through and his right heel came off the ground. JT did. They showed the shot where he was trying to do the whole, lift his left foot up and, try to pound one. And then they showed Scheffler, who, by the way, even though he won this weekend, he's back to that being all over the place off the tee as far as dancing. When
Seriously.
the Scheffler shuffle.
The Scheffler shuffle. I guess the last big story is this John Rahm to Live tour, and then is going to happen, and then the overall merger thing that nobody can answer nobody can give a straight answer.
No.
So, I mean, the numbers for this John Rahm thing. I mean, I swear I saw somewhere it said $600 million.
Yes, I saw that somewhere.
600, almost over a half of a billion with a B, $1 billion to go to Live. I thought there was a no solicitation deal where
maybe they didn't solicit. Maybe he went to them and said,
I mean,
they did say, I'm curious if we're going to see regular golf when he goes. He said he had stipulations before he would come, regardless of what the money was. there were certain things he did not want to do. One of which he did not want a shotgun start. But I do wonder if we're going to see more regular tournaments with Liv. May still only be 54 holes, but I wonder if we will see more tournament style play instead of scramble style play.
That may be it, but they're not. And this team thing ain't going away.
No.
This team thing is only picking up steam. I mean, I listened to an interview where they're talking about what Tiger was talking about, how you implement the team. Like, I mean, it was in his interview when he was talking about Liv and the merger, and he couldn't really give he didn't really give a straight answer on when the merger and all that, like the status of it. He just was like, hey, time's running out. But the team thing they're just essentially trying to figure out how to make it work because it's coming. But John Rahm to live would be, I would say, I would argue be bigger than DJ
Oh, by far.
and Phil, bigger than DJ.
Yes. Yeah, because Phil was already outcast by the PGA Tour anyway, so he had to go
Exactly.
somewhere.
That'll break their heart. That'll break the PGA.
DJ
Tour's
and
heart.
Brooks, I think the combination of both of them was probably big, but just Rahm by himself. I mean, he plays for Spain. He plays for Arizona just because everybody, I mean, he plays every day with like JJ Watt out in Arizona. So the state loves him. His community loves him. And PGA Tour needs to be worried. If this is the case, then he won't be the last one. If he does it and he signs like a 3-year contract to play with them,
600 million.
then if he signs a 3-year contract to play with them, there's some more names going to drop next year easily. Because they'll see the success he's going to have and the 600 million that he's got. And
Why not?
yeah, I told you when they pulled him off the course for COVID, it was going to come back bite him in the ass. I told you.
It was the time was ticking from that point. When you took the Memorial away.
Yep. When he had the Memorial 1 6-stroke lead, and on 18 you pull him off and say, "You're done. You're going home."
Said, you know what? You're done. I'm done. Bye. 600 million.
And that's when he went home and he wrote down future goal 600 mil,
How
and he gave that
bad
to
would
Liv.
golf become if you had $600 million? I don't know. Maybe for them it would be the inverse. I feel like for us it would be the opposite. But I
Oh
mean,
yeah, I'm definitely not working. So I mean, I'd probably get way better at golf.
What motivation do you have at home to go like grind? To go grind? That's incredible. 600 million, like
And I'm sure he said he wasn't doing the draw, so he's got 600 million plus whatever he wins. And if his team wins on the weekend, they split $40 million.
crazy money. Crazy,
Ridiculous.
crazy money. We're going to talk a little bit about how bad Ben's been beating me in the challenges, and I don't know if we have one thought up yet, but we're going to have one.
Yeah.
Right after this, but first, I want to give a shout out to Bad Birdie Golf. You got to check these guys out. All the wait staff here at Bunkers wears their apparel. Use coupon code DADS15, take 15% off your order. DADS15. Polos, pullovers, hats, hoodies, beanies, everything. They even pants, swimsuits when it gets warm again. So they got a little bit of everything. Check them out, have some fun, feel good and look good and stand out.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. Have fun with it. You can't not have fun wearing their stuff. Like it just automatic.
Especially something that says Bad Birdie.
Bad birdie. We don't make good birdies. We only make bad. All of our birdies are bad. So check them out and have some fun. All right, simulator stuff, man. I'm on a terrible losing streak. I'm one of the only. I feel like I'm one of the only people that gets the shanks on them multiple times in a year. And I had them the last time, but I don't think it would have mattered. I got to redeem myself. I got to come up with something. I don't know what it is. I don't know what that challenge is going to be, but I got to come up with something.
We tried before we started recording. He had this challenge in mind, and I still whooped him on that.
Yeah,
so
so
he's
we scratched that. Yeah, I had a good idea, and he absolutely dominated me. So
the only way he's going to beat me if he does some sort of distance
I don't
competition.
even want to do that. I just don't want to do that. But no. So the first go around, I missed the number 17 at TPC Sawgrass. He parred. Did you par or
Par the
birdie?
road hole
Parred the road hole at St. Andrews. And then
from 205 out.
from 205 out, and then I think the last one we did was the number 7 at Pebble Beach with the wind cranked up. Who could get the close to the pin, and we were all terrible. But Ben actually hit the green, and I shanked 2 in the ocean, and then I was like, I just want to I don't want to shank 3 in the ocean. I just want to get one somewhere on the course. But it's so much fun. It's just so much fun. I mean, I can come up with a million things to do in these simulators, and they're so realistic. And that's why I just have a blast. I have a blast here every time.
I wonder how it affects me mentally when I get to the course.
I don't know.
Because I'm not playing with my clubs.
Yeah.
So you had these clubs.
No, I got P790, not 77. So a little bit different. So they brought us out the this hot what was it? The hot sweet
Hot honey barbecue.
barbecue chicken pizza. When we had the technical difficulties, I absolutely just devoured
Yes.
1.5 pieces. We got our red clay local IPA from Opelika, Alabama.
Yep.
They've just been whining and dining us and taking care of us. You guys got to check this place out. It's just an absolute blast. This has been so much fun. These last 3 episodes, there's so much more fun stuff on the horizon. So you guys follow us on social media. We got some. We do have a big announcement coming up out there.
Yep.
We're still working out the details, so just stay tuned there. And like I said, follow us on social media. Subscribe to YouTube, and we're gonna have the challenge posted at the end of this for this week. So hopefully I can redeem myself. Probably
We'll see.
not, but we'll see. So this is episode
I
3.
won the best 2 out of 3 thus far.
Hopefully I can even it out eventually. So this is episode 300 of the Dad Bod Golf Pod. We're always
Broken. Okay, so the challenge is 16 and 17 at Scottsdale, TBC Scottsdale. This is the famous, so this is the party hole. Kyle, you'll show them. There are no grandstands around. Oh, great. There are no grandstands.
good shot. That counts. That
That
counts.
does not count. There are no grandstands around, so you got the mountains in the background, and yeah. So right now they got us playing it at 168, and
It's back there.
that's not where the pros play it. So I'm curious of how the ball holds because the pin is in the front today. So they could play 185 if they put it in the back.
All right, we're gonna
so
hit
we shall see.
We're gonna hit a little mulligan here.
Yep.
So we got to go over here. All right, we hit our mulligan. Here we go. Go left. It's not bad. Not bad.
All right, here we go. Nice little layup. Perfect.
All right, here we go. Ben's second shot, a little chipper. Oh, he's chunked it right into the shit. Here we go. 16 yards, a little off the green. Let's see if it'll give it to him. That's pretty good.
Bogey, they gave it to me.
Bogey, they gave it to him.
All right, so Kyle's going right now, and here's the thing: is I told Kyle I just got booed because I bogeyed, so Kyle is trying to avoid the boo. Oh,
I'm gonna get booed.
he bogeyed too.
Okay, 17, short par 4, treacherous left side. Oh boy, that's going left. Good thing he clubbed down. It's going to be tough.
All right, number 17, TPC Scottsdale. Drivable for the pros, not really for me, but short par 4, you got water on the left. Tie score right now. Got to make a play. Hang on. Little bunker shot. Not bad. We'll see what we can do.
All right, Ben's second shot. Not in the bunker, kind of outside of it. Oh, that looks good. Oh my God, go in.
Ah!
Oh, it's gonna give it to you. Birdie. Can't beat him. He's a cheat code.
All right.
Ben throws it up there to a few inches. So I basically got to make this. 83 yards. Here goes nothing.
This would be epic.
You gonna give it to me? Oh, let's go. Sudden death.
So we're in sudden death because we went 16, 17, TPC Scottsdale. Now we're going to go back to 15, play that par 5. Again, you look down there, there's no grandstands. It looks absolutely nothing like what you would see on
A lot of
television.
water.
Yeah, that water looks a lot bigger with no with no crowd over there to the right. That water looks huge over there. So I got it out right. Par 5. I think I'm going to take my medicines. I'm going to go ahead and just take the 3-wood off the tee. It's sudden death. I got to beat Colin again.
3-wood.
Oh gosh. I didn't get the fairway.
Way back. All right, here we go. Got to make a play. Not good. Not good. Yikes. What happened there?
All right, it is the most dreaded words in golf. You're still away. Usually it's worse when you're on the green, though. I can't say much for it. That's a good ball. Oh, wow. Get left.
See what happens. All right, Ben's second shot.
Oh, goodness.
Oh boy.
In the fairway.
Okay. Got a little ways. Here's the approach. Number 15, TPC Scottsdale. Boy, that green looks small. Oh, it looks good.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't either. Fatty?
Yes.
Uh-oh. The door's open.
All right, I left the door open for Kyle.
96 yards. Get in. Get down. Get up. Not terrible. See what happens. All right, this is big. This is for bogey. 43 yards. Oh, he killed it. Oh, it almost went in. Moment of truth. Let's see. What's the auto putt give you? The auto putt God. He giveth and he taketh away. Uh-oh, double bogey. Which, no. All right. It's asking me to putt, but I don't want to putt. See the little track, the putt line? I don't want to putt. I'm going to chip it. I got 30 feet, 27 feet. I got to get it close. I got to get it close. Maybe I get up and down for both. Take Ben down. Oh, go in. Go in.
He still got me, though.
Let's go. Finally. All right, I'm on the board. Always straight.